Right now, a deal reached. The universities of Wisconsin will freeze its hiring for diversity, equity, and inclusion positions in exchange for critical funding. Plus, good news for those experiencing pregnancy. A new study reveals what causes morning sickness, raising a hope for a cure. Good morning and welcome to News 3 Now at noon. I'm Shane Hogan in for Mark Kane. We start this afternoon with an update on the revote from the Universities of Wisconsin Board of Regents. They approved a deal that would unlock money for building improvements and pay raises for UW employees. In exchange for that money from the state, the Universities of Wisconsin will freeze its hiring for diversity, equity, and inclusion positions for the next 3 years. It also will transfer a third of current DEI positions and employees to other positions. Several regents changed their original no votes to now support this proposal in last night's meeting, ending in an 11-6 vote. Some regents were hoping to get a deal that didn't involve those cuts to DEI for the funding.
After further discussions with stakeholders, many stakeholders from every campus, I have decided to support this resolution.
The GOP president of the state Senate threatened not to confirm regents who voted against the deal. But Ghost, who you just heard from there, is the only one who flipped their vote, who is unconfirmed. UW-Madison Chancellor Dr. Jennifer Mnuchin is weighing in. In a statement, she says in part, quote, "Compromise is never easy, and this compromise is far from perfect, but I continue to believe this pathway will permit us to hold on to our core values." The funds will be voted on in the state legislature by the end of the year. All right, it's time to send things outside. Jacob Montesato's got a check on your first warn weather. Hey, Jacob.
Hey, Shane. Today is going to be one of the nicest December days that you will ever see. We're going to see complete sunshine, and those temperatures could be in the 50s for a few locations. Right now, we're seeing a current temperature of 47 degrees. Winds not too bad either. We actually are already in the 50s for a few areas in Dane County alone, and several parts of our area are right around that 50-degree mark, and we may see temperatures rise a few more degrees before the day is up. Now, I want to compare the current temperatures you're seeing to the average temperatures. Now, the forecast you see, that was yesterday, but look at that normal. 33 degrees is the average high. We could be seeing temperatures close to 20 degrees above normal. So definitely get out and enjoy the weather if you can, because as I mentioned, we're going to continue to see the sunshine, and it's also going to continue through the evening hours as temperatures will only be in the lower to upper 30s. So today we're going to continue to see that sunshine. Highs will be right around 50 degrees, and the winds are going to remain relatively calm. I mean, there are some places up to 13 miles per hour, but when the temperatures are this warm, you know, the winds don't really cause a huge factor in how it feels outside. So we're going to remain clear through the evening. Temperatures will still be in the middle 30s, so still above the average high that we normally see this time of the year. And then during the overnight hours, temperatures will remain a little bit above average with low temperatures rather in the lower 30s as some clouds will develop. Now, we do have a chance of rain to start the weekend. I'll talk more in detail about that coming up a little bit later.
All right, looking forward to getting outside and enjoying that weather today, Jacob. Thank you. We'll check in a bit. In Tel Aviv last night, a vigil was held for dozens of Israeli hostages still believed to be in Gaza. Based on the stories from captives who were already released, the hostages may face some of the same dangers as Palestinians in the territory, including starvation and unrelenting attacks. Charlie D'Agata reports.
After weeks of pummeling Gaza with artillery and airstrikes, the task of hunting down Hamas fighters on the ground has to be done on foot. Tuesday saw the deadliest day for Israeli troops since the fighting began. Defense officials say 9 soldiers were killed in a Hamas ambush outside Gaza City. Close-quarter combat that puts soldiers at tremendous risk, says IDF former Chief of Staff Danny Halutz.
Our signature is higher. Their signature is lower. They are popping up from the tunnels, surprising. And so we have to be very cautious.
Here, just outside Gaza, rainstorms have rolled in. The temperatures have dropped, just making life that much more miserable for those inside the territory. Muddy rivers run through refugee camps as heavy winter rains lash down for days, deepening the humanitarian crisis for Palestinians who've already endured so much. This man fighting the floods even as he cradles the body of a child. After the bombing and the starvation, dehydration and disease, thousands cramped in refugee camps now face exposure to the elements as another deadly risk. Regarding the hostage situation, following media reports that Israel had turned to Egypt to mediate a new deal to release hostages, a Hamas representative confirmed that with CBS News this morning, but reiterated as long as the fighting continues, there will be no negotiations on any deal. Charlie D'Agata, CBS News, Tel Aviv.
Meanwhile, staffers within the president's own administration are calling for an end to the war between Israel and Hamas. Dozens of political appointees and administration members stood outside of the White House last night for a vigil. This after more than 800 of them signed a letter to the president demanding a ceasefire. Among those at the vigil was a former State Department official who resigned back in October due to his disagreement with Biden's approach to Israel. The impeachment inquiry into President Biden is now official. The House voted to formalize the inquiry yesterday along party lines. GOP representatives allege the president benefited from his son Hunter's business dealings. They have not produced any evidence to back up that claim. The president says Republicans are attacking him with lies. The Supreme Court has agreed to hear an appeal from a man accused in the January 6th attack on the Capitol. The justices will look at whether part of a federal obstruction law can be used to prosecute Joseph Fisher. He was charged with multiple federal crimes for his role in the attack. The court's decision could impact hundreds of criminal cases, even the one pending against former President Donald Trump. A ruling is expected next summer. Wisconsin drivers will soon be able to add an emergency contact when signing up for or renewing a driver's license. Authorities say that information could help police reach families faster when they're responding to crashes. The new law takes effect in 6 months and will be optional for drivers. Another newly passed law will allow parents to anonymously and safely surrender their newborns at fire and police stations as well as hospitals. Known as the Baby Box Bill, lawmakers proposed it after a newborn was found dead in a cornfield back in March. Now, the Edgerton Fire District plans on installing its own baby box. The hope is to spread awareness.
People who are in that situation where they may have a child that they want to surrender, they need to know that these boxes are out there.
This issue is one that hits close to home for the department. One of their former staff members was abandoned by their parents. The Edgerton Fire District is working with consultants to finalize where the baby boxes will be placed to ensure the safety of any surrendered children. On the Health Watch this afternoon, a new study may have found the secret to morning sickness. Researchers say the nausea and vomiting that many women experience early in pregnancy is primarily caused by a single hormone. According to the study, the amount of GDF-15 in a woman's blood during pregnancy, as well as her exposure to it before becoming pregnant, might dictate how severe her symptoms will be. More than 2/3 of women experience morning sickness during their first trimester. An experimental cancer vaccine is showing benefits against fighting melanoma skin cancer. 3 years after receiving the mRNA Moderna vaccine, along with Merck's Keytruda immunotherapy, participants had an almost 50% lower risk of the cancer coming back or death. About a quarter of participants reported serious adverse events related to this treatment. Moderna's CEO says the company is preparing for the therapy to be approved as soon as 2025. And if you consider yourself a morning person, you might get that from our ancient ancestors. New research has found early risers may have inherited genetic variants from Neanderthals. The study authors say Neanderthals had a faster body clock to match the changing light levels at higher latitudes in Europe and Asia. That made it more likely for them to rise early. Researchers say it's possible that they passed this genetic legacy down thousands of years all the way to today. And the Wisconsin volleyball team takes the court for their Final Four matchup tonight against Texas. It'll be a battle between the last two teams to win a national championship. You can catch this match on ESPN. It is set to start at 8:30. Well, there's more to come here on News 3 Now at noon. Nearly 2 million Tesla vehicles have been recalled. More on the crashes caused by the autopilot feature next on News 3 Now at noon.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
Earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60 this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Happy holidays from Hy-Vee.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the chicken garlic pizza for just $11.99 at papamurphys.com.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Volunteering offers more than benefits for those served. Volunteers reap health benefits from the time they give. RSVP of Dane County's Driver Services Program needs volunteers to provide rides to medical appointments and deliver meals to older adults in Dane County. Ideal candidates are of legal driving age, love to drive, and meet new people. Schedules are very flexible, and volunteer drivers will use their own vehicles and are reimbursed for mileage. To make a difference this holiday season, please contact RSVP of Dane County today.
My boy, what you doing?
I'm locking in my prize picks. I just pick more or less on player stats. If I get them right, I win big.
Yeah, like what?
I got you.
Oh, a black genie.
If you pick 2 right,
Sweet.
you win 3x. Pick 4 right, you win 10x. And if you pick 6 right, you win 25 extra cash.
Don't get no better than this.
Oh, but it does. Because right now, Prize Picks is matching your first deposit up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy made easy.
Earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60 this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Happy holidays from Hy-Vee.
The Federal Reserve left its benchmark interest rates alone for the 3rd time since July after wrapping its last policy meeting of the year yesterday. The central bank also indicated it could cut rates 3 times next year based on a chart that documents its projections. A major recall is affecting nearly all of the Teslas sold in the U.S. since October 2012. That's roughly 2 million vehicles. The company is sending out a software update with safeguards that are meant to ensure that drivers are alert when using autopilot. It comes after a 2-year investigation by federal regulators into a series of crashes, some of them deadly, that happened while partially automated driving systems were in use. And pre-orders for a new limited edition Doritos-flavored liquor have already sold out online after launching just yesterday. The collaboration between spirit company Empirical and snack giant Frito-Lay brings the iconic taste and smell of Doritos nacho cheese to liquid form. Fans over 21 years old can sign up to be notified when bottles are available again for purchase online. The nacho cheese-inspired spirit will also be sold in select California and New York markets starting next month. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
And at the noon hour, Wall Street continuing its upward trend. The Dow up 151, NASDAQ 33, and the S&P up 18. The Midwest Farm Report is coming up next, along with the forecast And then tonight on Live at 4, happiness expert Christine Whelan on how to survive and thrive this shopping season.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Mercedes and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. It's being prepared for all the challenges you may face after a serious injury. It's confronting every aspect of your case with honesty, integrity, and innovative solutions that have earned us a reputation for excellence in representing the injured. It's no wonder so many clients refer their own friends and family to our team of dedicated professionals year after year. Your life counts. Lawton Cates. Call today for a free consultation.
Stella uses AT&T for her internet and mobile service. Abby has Spectrum One. The difference is big. With AT&T, Stella pays a lot more.
I do?
It's $110 a month for AT&T internet and an AT&T unlimited extra line.
Plus monthly fees. Ouch.
With Spectrum One, Abby gets big savings. Spectrum internet with the most reliable internet speeds.
It's really fast.
Advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced privacy and security, and an unlimited mobile line with nationwide 5G, all with no added taxes or hidden fees. Now you can get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free unlimited mobile line.
That's a good deal. I know.
With Spectrum One, Abby is saving big, over $75 a month. That's over $900 in savings. So Stella, what do you think?
I'm switching to Spectrum.
Spectrum One is a big deal. Call 800-872-0180. Visit Spectrum.com or a Spectrum store today.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Mercedes and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
Grammy nominee for Album of the Year. It's the one and only Janelle Monáe. Then, in 2 days, the cast of The Color Purple and Oprah take the Jennifer Hudson Show.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Friday morning, we're helping you wrap up your Christmas shopping with some local options.
We'll look ahead to the last Dane County Farmers Market of the holiday season.
And we'll take a look at our rain chances headed into the upcoming weekend. Join us tomorrow morning between 4:30 and 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn today. She'll be back on Monday. Here are your farm numbers today. Hello, everybody. Here's a look at the 3 things you need to know for the upcoming weekend and into next week. Today, we're going to see high temperatures at near 50, but we do have a chance of rain late tomorrow into early Saturday. And after that chance of rain moves out, we are looking fairly dry for the foreseeable future beyond that. So here's a look at futurecast. We're going to remain very sunny throughout the day. Even into the overnight hours, clear skies are going to continue. But then clouds are going to roll in late tonight into early tomorrow morning. And we're going to continue to see cloudy skies during the day tomorrow. But for the most part, we aren't going to see the rain until the overnight hours into early Saturday morning. But the bulk of the rain won't even enter our area until Saturday during the day, until after sunrise. So we are expected to see some widespread
light to moderate rain. Nothing is going to be particularly heavy, but it could last throughout much of the day, and then it'll clear out or at least begin to break up during the evening, and then we should be cleared out of our area by the time we get to Sunday morning. Now, we're not expected to see a ton of rainfall, but we could maybe see around 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of rain. And I also want to point out that the chance of snow will be very small. We could see a few snowflakes for sure, but really it's going to be mostly rain. And after that system clears out, we are looking fairly dry for much of next week. So after Saturday night, very dry conditions are expected until possibly the weekend before Christmas. But at this point, that also looks like it will be mostly rainfall. So the chances of a white Christmas are very, very low at this point. So for temperatures, upper 40s to lower 50s today. Some parts of our area have already gotten into the 50s. And later tonight, we'll see low temperatures right around freezing. It wouldn't surprise me if parts of our area actually stay above freezing tonight, despite the average low being 19 degrees. For Friday, we are going to see plenty of cloud cover. Temperatures won't be quite as warm. The chances of hitting 50 will be very low tomorrow, but still well above average for this time of the year. And as far as the next 7 days, although there will be a brief dip in the temperatures for the weekend and beginning of next work week, it is still going to be above average for this time of the year, with high temperatures in the middle to upper 30s to lower 40s. And there's very little chance of rain throughout next week until possibly the weekend before Christmas, like I mentioned. That Sunday, the next Sunday I should point out, that is Christmas Eve. And we could see some rain during that time, but it doesn't look like we will see any snowfall. So people that plan on, traveling to see their families during that weekend probably won't experience too many headaches with the weather. But unfortunately, the fact that we're likely not going to have a white Christmas is a little upsetting to me, and I know a lot of people wish we could have that. But the counter to that, there's not going to be as much of a travel problem this year.
Yeah, we'll take the good with the bad. All right, Jacob, thank you very much. Well, there's more to come here on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, Howard continues his preparations for the holidays in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
When it comes to the holidays, I believe in all sorts of things. Santa, flying reindeer, and the tasty side dish we're whipping up today.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
My favorite thing about the Power Swabs is that I was actually able to take the swab and really get through some of those areas that are kind of like untreated. I felt like I can immediately see the results, and I'm like, oh, I'm definitely starting to see the shades getting brighter and brighter, or whiter and whiter.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution.
Well, they're whiter, they're brighter, and I feel better about my smile. And it was so easy to do.
One friend was like, your teeth look like really white. Did you do anything to it? And I was like, I did. I did Power Swabs.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. This holiday season, order Power Swabs and receive up to 50% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick Pen with your order. The Quick Stick Pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 50% off and your free Quick Stick Pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
Menards is celebrating Ryan Blaney's NASCAR championship with 12% off everything. Dremel has the quality tools you need to bring your ideas to life. These high-performance power tool kits give you the versatility to complete a wide range of projects. Pick up this Dremel 8-piece oscillating tool kit for $87.99 after 12% off. Or this 38-piece rotary tool kit for $70.39 after 12% off.
Merry Christmas and enjoy your 12% off everything.
When it comes to the holidays, I believe in all sorts of things. Of course, I believe that Santa knows who's naughty and nice. I believe in flying reindeer. And I believe that the holidays are best when celebrated with family and friends. I also believe that no matter how good our main dish is, we still need a side dish that really stands out. Like this one. We begin by thinly slicing some potatoes and placing them in a large bowl along with some melted butter and a bit of salt and pepper. After they're coated, we stack them in muffin tins, like this. Now we let those sit for a sec while we warm up some heavy cream that we season with a bit of garlic, rosemary, and a little nutmeg. This gets poured over the potatoes, filling each cup about 3/4 full. A sprinkling of Parmesan cheese goes on top. After these bake for 30 minutes or so, we'll let them sit just long enough to set up. There you have it. Layer after layer of tender as can be potato slices, bathed in one of the most flavorful cream sauces you've ever tasted. The only way to get this recipe is to go to our website and search for Parmesan potato stacks. And if you do it today, you can enjoy these for Christmas. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found this goes with everything kind of way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, it is time to introduce you to our pet of the week from the Dane County Humane Society. Ripley is an adult dog who is friendly and loves receiving pets and attention. He likes treats, playing in the yard, and going for walks. He's looking for a family who will spoil him with fun adventures and love while also working with him on his positive reinforcement training. Believe it or not, Ripley has been at the shelter for quite some time, so he's a member of DCHS's Lonely Hearts Club, which means his adoption fee has been reduced. Having trouble finding a gift for someone that's on your list? Maybe that person doesn't want a gift this year, but you still want to do something special for them. You can consider donating to DCHS in their honor or in the memory of their beloved pet. You can do it online and send them one of the various personalized animal e-cards that they offer, or make a check payable to DCHS and mail it or drop it off at the shelter with a note indicating the person or pet being honored or memorialized. You can learn more. Just visit giveshelter.org/honor. Last week's pet, Nazma, the cat, they've been adopted. Oh, look at that cute little face. And Mac, the dog, featured 2 weeks ago, still up for adoption. If you're interested in adopting Ripley or checking out other animals at Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org. All right, let's check in one final time with Jacob. He's got your first morning forecast. Hey, Jacob.
Hey, Shane. I want to talk about the snowfall we've seen so far this month and compare it to average before I talk about the 7 to 10 day forecast once again. So we've seen about 1.5, just a little above 1.5 inches of snow for Madison. And up to this point in December, we normally see around 5 inches, just a little bit below that. And for the entire month, we see about a foot. So up to this point, we are below average. And the reason I'm showing you the average for all of December is because we are not expected to see any really for the next 7 to 10 days. We could see a few flakes Saturday morning, but it's going to be mostly rain. As we head towards Christmas, we could also see a few snowflakes, but at this time it isn't expected to accumulate, and temperatures will also remain above average with highs continuously in the upper 30s to lower 40s. So for the much of December, it is going to remain mild and dry. So for those of you that are fans of snow, looks like it's not going to be here for a while.
All right, Jacob, sounds good. Thank you. Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll see you back here at Live at 4.